And so this is my Bible I was given by my mum and dad when I was baptised. So I was 9 years old and I was given this Bible, I think it was the 10th of March 1991. And we were just reminiscing about the Word of God, and that this Bible has been with me since I was 9. And I have learned so much about the Word of God through this Bible. And I was just telling Fergus, I was laughing because part of me just feels not ashamed of the Word of God, obviously, but sometimes when I whip my Bible out in, like, when I'm ministering, big meetings or like big worship events and things like that, and I'm like, you can't really see my Bible because I've got glow-in-the-dark eyes stuck on the front. I've got all sorts of things that I've made inside. So I made myself a little, you guys can probably see this, I made myself a teeny tiny little pouch here, and it says Sunday school things.
Oh.
And I was 9, so I was the same age as my son is now when I cherished this book. Like, it was just like, I have my first Bible, this is mine, and that God spoke to me and has continued to speak to me through this. I mean, this is everything. This is my journey, this is my life, this is my my all in terms of like my heart and my relationship and what God speaks to me in and through. And I don't want to, like, part of me is like, maybe I should get a grown-up Bible now. And maybe it's time. But actually, you know what? I think there's something in this. I like, this is my kind of like, this is my legacy of my relationship with the Lord and what He's spoken to me in and through. And there's something really precious about that.
Now, Claire, you were talking, I mean, in your grown-up Claire, grown-up Claire is an extraordinary gift to us all here at God TV, but she's also the executive director of the largest growing church here in the southwest of England. Now then, Claire, you've been talking to your team, to the staff team, to the volunteers about, and it actually is based on this. It's how to take responsibility for our faith before the Father. And what have you been encouraging? What have you been saying? Because we as the God TV family, we could do with Claire just speaking some truth into our lives.
This is truth coming into our lives is so important, isn't it? So God's really been speaking to me about two things: truth and love.
Wow.
And that also, we can't really have true love without. No, sorry, we can't have true love without truth.
Good.
So you can have this kind of fake love where there's no accountability and there's no discipleship and there's no one kind of challenging you. You can have this love that's all, oh no, you're great and it's fantastic and didn't you do well and it'll be fine.
Like,
love, great, you look amazing, when you're actually like, you look dreadful. You know, and there's this kind of thing where I'm like, God's just been like really revealing to me about truth and love, and you have to have truth in true love. And there's something around that, like, how do you speak in love but with truth? So we've been talking to our team about that very much so, around communication, and maybe you guys also are experiencing that. Like, how do you honour people, and how do you respect people, and how do you walk in love as a believer, but also in truth, acknowledging things that go wrong, things that people need to be supported in and held accountable to, not as in a I'm wagging my finger at you and letting you know you've done all of this wrong, but in love, like, you know, honouring one another and being like, yeah, do you know what, you really did mess up there, but it's okay because Jesus is Lord. He loves you, I love you, we can walk this out together.